What if I told you the difference between a successful personal brand? One that converts effortlessly to clients, customers, revenue, partnerships, friendships, networking opportunities, and one that doesn't get seen, doesn't attract any opportunities, is actually one framework away. Imagine by uploading a few videos, creating a few posts, you get clients paying you, the people that you look up to reaching out to you, and an audience obsessed with your brand. But how does that happen? Well, I'll let you into a secret, a simple framework we've used with clients, but also used by some of the most magnetic personal brands, a framework to fast track audience building, where you no longer need to wait a decade to grow an audience. With this framework, you will finally have a clear system that attracts the right audience, connects them with your story, and naturally converts that connection into real and tangible results. This is how personal brands stop being a secondary focus and become a core driver of opportunities. It's a repeatable, proven method used by some of the most influential names. And today, I'm giving it to you. Let's break it down. I'm very excited today to be able to share our ACC framework. Okay, so what is the ACC framework? The ACC framework focuses on attracting your ideal target audience to your brand, then building a community around that audience where they are loyal and they become advocates for your personal brand. And then you'll be able to convert that audience, convert that community into opportunities like clients, partnerships, even the people you want to hire. Everything's going to come from the opportunities created on that conversion side. So let's start by audience. What is audience and how do you attract that magnetic audience to you? Because it's about building a magnetic audience. You need to focus on your personal experiences, your values, your perspective, because you want to be different and you want to be real in the market. You want to be able to share your expertise, your failures, the lessons you've learned, and you want to be able to build trust, credibility, and authenticity. To do this, you need to understand your niche and your ideal audience very, very strongly. You need to understand who are they, what do they want, what problems can you solve for them. And then you need strategies for audience growth, because you don't want to waste your time. As a founder, your time is very, very valuable. You don't want to waste it. So you want to create content that speaks directly to your target audience, directly to their needs and their aspirations. You want to leverage different platforms where your audience already exists. Don't create content on a platform where there's a small percentage of your target audience, because again, that's wasting too much time, wasting too much leverage. You want to use stuff like storytelling to make your content memorable and relatable. And all this is going to create a magnetic brand. This is going to build market interest and bring the eyes that you want towards your brand. You want to also implement the correct strategies and psychological triggers to effortlessly attract those qualified eyes. And to give you an example and to make it a bit more easy to understand, I'm going to bring in one of my favorite examples, someone that I think's used the ACC funnel perfectly, and that's Davey Fogarty. Davey Fogarty, if you don't know, is someone who's generated millions in e-commerce and he's run big companies like the Oodie. Davey started his personal brand a few years ago and he focused on exactly this, building an audience by solving problems that he knows his audience, his target audience have. So his target audience, for example, were people that were interested in e-commerce, in dropshipping. So the content that he created, value-driven content, was, for example, tutorials on ClickFunnels, tutorials and free courses on Shopify, content on email marketing, content on copywriting, content that he knows is gonna be a magnet for his target audience, people interested in growing, scaling, or starting in e-commerce. Once you have that foundation with an audience that is attracted to your brand, you need to move on to community. That's step 2, right? Because an audience is not enough. Because it's just eyes in the end of the day. You don't want eyes, you don't want viewers, you want loyal advocates. You want to create genuine connection. And you want to deepen your audience connection and loyalty to be able to bring them on to the next step, which I'll explain. But to do this, you need to transition from followers to a community by encouraging interaction, by creating a space for your audience to connect, by rewarding loyalty for exclusivity. So how did Davey Fogarty do this, and how can you do this for yourself? So Davey Fogarty created a free community with a course about e-commerce. So this attracted all his audience together because of the value that he was providing. He also created a newsletter to aggregate his community from just an audience on social media to an owned audience that really resonated and connected with him. Different things you can do to turn viewers into loyal advocates are using community platforms, newsletters, mastermind and in-person meetups is a great one that really, there's nothing more personal than something in person to create that community. You can use polls, discussions, different challenges like 75 Hard is a very good example of something that turns viewers into advocates. And I like to call this a niche market differentiator because most people will have an audience, but they won't have a community. This is where you turn your viewers into loyal advocates, and this is what makes you different in the market. What's very powerful is this, building a community is a nurturing system. It's a bond creator. It creates real market feedback from an ultra qualified pool of leads, pool of people that could potentially convert to an offer. So Davey Fogarty here has a community of his exact target audience that can be used as real market feedback. People that he knows are going to convert in the future to an offer that he could create. Because community shapes your product and your offering. This is incredibly important because if your audience is close to you via newsletters, via community platforms, via polls and discussions, and you really encourage interaction, especially with challenges, is really powerful, then you can be able to see directly what your target audience wants to see. Because how much money is wasted on assumptions and poor product market fit? Millions. It's in the top 3 reasons why companies fail. It's because of poor product market fit. So this is something that you want to avoid. You want to have product market fit because every day people start new offers and they fail because they don't have product market fit. People pivot their products and they fail because they don't have product market fit. People don't adapt, stay the same, and the market landscape changes. So they no longer have product market fit. And community is one of the best ways to be able to achieve product market fit. And then we move on to conversion, monetizing and maximizing your opportunities. And this is the real magic if you follow the ACC framework, because it creates a flywheel of revenue, partnerships, and even friendships if used correctly. This is where you turn your loyal advocates into opportunities, where you can generate and create authentic conversions. Conversions where your audience want to buy, where your audience are messaging you every day, begging you to buy. And the only way to create that is by having a strong community. So let me explain how Davey Fogarty managed to convert into so many opportunities. First of all, Davey Fogarty built a product unable to fail. Unable to fail. Why? Because with his community, he was able to create an offer which had instant product market fit. Why? Because he used community feedback to see what his community wanted to see, and he built it from there. So his product was instantly validated. And what his offer is an e-com community, a high-ticket community for e-commerce stores that want to scale. So just with community feedback, Davey Fogarty has generated millions, and you can generate millions as well if you have feedback from your community. So that is the cash revenue generating opportunities. But what else? Well, Davey Fogarty built a network of the best talent in his sector, because when he built his paid community, he paid experts to join. Experts in Facebook ads, experts in Google, experts in creative, experts in CRO, tax experts. So by proxy, these experts that he paid to be in his community and to deliver value to his customers are now directly in his network. They know him and he can reach out to them. Not only that, he built a network of hundreds of million-dollar e-com brand founders that see him as the authority and the real source of value. So not only has he generated millions through ACC, he's managed to generate networking and a lot of opportunities there. But that is not it. He's managed to attract opportunities like being in Forbes, attract opportunities like being in Shark Tank, being a host on one of the most prestigious business TV shows. And these are opportunities that money can't buy. All because he followed the ACC framework. So quickly, why does the ACC framework work so well? What is the psychology behind it? Why is this framework so powerful? Audience. Because people are drawn to authenticity and niche expertise. Community, because humans drive on belonging and connection. And conversion, trust makes selling easy, frictionless, and make sure you cannot fail. It's impossible to fail. And let me break down some misconceptions that you might have. Many people think that they need a huge audience to start. And many people think that success only comes when you have millions of followers. When if you have a few thousand or even less, with an audience that's really strong and targeted, that's way more powerful than hundreds of thousands of people that have nothing to do with your target audience. A personal example here, I've got a few hundred subscribers on YouTube on this channel that you're watching at this moment in time. And I've been able to attract many opportunities from that tiny pool of subscribers. People think it takes years to see results. Personal branding doesn't have to take a long time. If you put the right systems in place, you're able to resonate with the market, with your target audience well enough, it's not gonna take a very, very long time. People think you need to be everywhere. People think you need to post daily on every single platform if you wanna succeed. And no, as I said at the start, you wanna be efficient with your time and you wanna leverage the platforms where your target audience are on and only pinpoint those platforms. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more, and I hope you implement the ACC framework for yourself because it's incredibly, incredibly powerful.